Court documents have revealed Bruce Lehrmann refused an offer to settle with Network 10 and journalist Lisa Wilkinson before his failed defamation case had begun hearings. Last week, Justice Michael Lee found on the balance of probabilities that Mr Lehrmann did rape Brittany Higgins at Parliament House after a night out drinking in 2019. Now, today, cost submissions were released by the court. Elizabeth Byrne has been following the story and joins us. Elizabeth, what was the offer made in the settlement?
Well, this was a walkaway offer, an offer of no liability and no costs made to Mr Lehrmann by Ten and journalist Lisa Wilkinson in August 2023. Mr Lehrmann, within hours, rejected it. He'd been given a little bit of time to think about it, but he rejected it because he said that would deprive him an opportunity of vindication. And today in the submission, the lawyers also said it didn't have an apology and that he decided that he should proceed with the case, which ultimately led to this finding last week. Now, the defamation case, of course, was launched after Mr Lehrmann's trial was abandoned and there were no findings against him. So he had been sort of left in a little bit of limbo there, and this is why he pursued this, but of course to no effect in the end.
Do we know how much Ten is seeking?
There are no figures mentioned in any of the documents, but Ten says it wants costs going back to August 2023 when it made this offer, and that will be a substantial amount. Interestingly, Mr Lehrmann is seeking some costs as well. He says that his lawyers should receive their costs for preparing submissions to the court over issues that the judge rejected, and specifically, while the judge accepted the truth defence, he didn't accept the public interest defence. So that will be something, I guess, will be played out in court later.
And so what does happen next?
Well, there will be a hearing probably next week to consider these submissions. There's a couple of difficulties here because the court also has to decide how much of Lisa Wilkinson's legal costs Ten will have to pay, and Ten is saying the overall costs have to be determined first before the court goes into that. So there might be a little bit to go on this case yet.